Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Jake. Today we're going to be making my curry coleslaw, which is by far my most popular request when it comes to family gatherings. It's really simple too. It's just vinegar-based coleslaw with a little kick in the spices. So first things first, we're going to take a medium to large head of cabbage. We're going to slice and then roughly chop the cabbage, put it into a Pyrex bowl. How cool did that look? Next we're going to do the same thing with a large red onion, 2 stalks of celery, and approximately 1 cup of thinly diced or grated carrots. Okay, and it should look something like this. So we're going to go ahead and mix our vegetables up a little bit, make it a little disorganized here, and we are going to pour in 1 cup of white sugar all over it. Then we're going to get dirty with our hands and make sure we get this in every crevice. This not only will flavor the coleslaw when it reacts with the hot vinegar in the next step, but it'll also draw a lot of moisture out of this cabbage. So I'm going to mix this in. I'm going to shut the camera off so I don't get sugar all over it. I'm going to put the lid on this Pyrex bowl and give it a good shake, get the sugar fully incorporated. Get the sugar to the top, get the sugar to the bottom, sugar to the top, and to the bottom. Alright, so now we're just going to set this aside and work on our sauce, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure. Alright, into a small saucepan we are going to add 1 cup of white vinegar, 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, and just let that come up to a boil. Alright, once we got a good boil and your kitchen smells like vinegar, you're going to add a tablespoon of salt. Maybe turn it down a bit. The recipe also says pepper to taste. I mixed black pepper into my salt already, so I'm just doing a tablespoon of that mixture. And then really the only trick, a tablespoon of curry powder. Make sure we get that nice and mixed in and incorporated. I'll turn it down and I'll let it boil another minute or two just to fully incorporate. Alright, so it's been boiling for a few minutes. It's nice and incorporated. We're going to take that while it's scalding hot and just ladle it over our slaw. Any of that sugar that hasn't dissolved yet will dissolve in this and meld, and it'll taste amazing. I'm just going to use the same trick that I used with the sugar. Put this lid on the Pyrex bowl, shake it so all the sauce goes to the bottom, flip it so it all goes to the top. Repeat as necessary to make sure that that hot oil and vinegar gets in every crevice there. So there you have it. Once this gets down to room temperature a little bit more, I'll just throw it in the fridge. It'll be good in an hour or two. I like to do this the night before though, and serve it the next day. To do that, you will have to probably drain a lot of liquid out in the morning from coming out of the cabbage. But there you have it. As my really not so secret curry coleslaw. More later.